to introduce Brianna, who you'll be hearing from this evening. Now, Brianna has been a good friend of ours. Her whole family has been wonderful friends of ours for many, many years, and I'm talking, 20 years or so. Brianna lives in Waco, Texas. She graduated from Texas A&M back in 2013 with a bachelor's degree in nutritional sciences. And after a lot of soul searching and also coming to a conference in Phoenix, I think it was that particular time, she decided not to pursue a career as a pharmaceutical sales rep, not to go to pharmacy school, but to build a Juice Plus business. She's particularly excited not only about Juice Plus as a product, but also the Shred10 and the healthy living revolution as well. And she's especially excited about owning her own life and not having to go to a job, a job, just over broke, like so many friends of her age. So having said that, Brianna, over to you.
Hey everyone. I think I know most of these people, but Jenny gave a great introduction. My family's been with the Juice Plus company since I was 4, so I definitely grew up around it. Wasn't quite a Juice Plus baby, but basically Juice Plus toddler at least. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Shred10 program. First, I'm going to let you know why I do it, because most people, I guess, deem this as kind of a weight loss group, which is what Juice Plus is not wanting you to do. So I kind of want to let you know the things that I do that I've noticed that will happen to me when I do it. I know that it helps maintain weight, that's for sure. And I don't ever lose any weight, not that I'm trying to, but I notice I look completely different since I started doing the shreds. My weight is just proportionately places I'd like it to be rather than I wouldn't like it to be. So that's one of the things that I continue to do. Also, I have some cystic acne that's adult set acne, which is always fun. But the shred does help me can keep that maintained and kind of reset me back onto the foods that I should be eating, and avoiding the foods I shouldn't be eating. So that helps with that as well. And then the clarity and just getting you back to, it's a good restart every month that helps you kind of nix the bad habits that you get into on the 20 days. So I'm not sure if everyone even knows what the Shred10 is. So I'm going to show you. Mick actually posted this video today. But I did want to show this, let's see, this quick video just for those of you who don't know what the Shred10 is. Let's see. Okay, bear with me. It's my first time. Okay.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mitra Ray.
And I'm Jake Kelly.
And I've been involved in health and nutrition for a long time. I have an engineering degree from Cornell and a PhD in biochemistry from Stanford Medical School. I've been studying health for a long time. Initially, I started out by studying degenerative diseases such as cancer and Alzheimer's. But I watched my father suffer from heart disease. I lost him to his second heart attack and my mother to Alzheimer's. And I didn't want to go down that path. And I didn't want my children to have to face those kind of harsh realities either. And I wanted to be as healthy as possible for as long as possible for my children. And I've known Jake since she was 7 years old.
I was lucky enough to grow up in this kind of lifestyle and went on to become a 2-sport Division I athlete. After graduating, I became an urban farmer and then realized I had to figure out, how do I take care of my own health? Part of the healthy lifestyle that I'm talking about included the Juice Plus products. And I learned from Dr. Mitra Ray that they could be a jump start to some other healthy lifestyle changes.
We live in such a polluted world that we absolutely cannot eat enough fruits and vegetables. That's where Juice Plus really comes in. And then the lifestyle program kind of takes it to the next level because the Juice Plus acts as a catalyst for change. So I created a lifestyle program where people make some important changes that really help the body to detoxify on a daily basis. Because we can all benefit from a daily detox program.
And part of that program is giving up caffeine and alcohol, and I found that my friends were not willing to do that for more than 1 weekend. So 10 days was a perfect time frame. And just like that, Shred10 was born.
Besides giving up caffeine and alcohol, you also want to give up gluten and dairy and processed foods and artificial and refined sugars. And you don't want to eat late night meals. You want to drink plenty of water, get lots of exercise, and get plenty of sleep. And if you do this for 10 days, your body gets a chance to get back to optimal health, and you will experience such a difference in your body.
When you do this for just 10 days, you can enjoy the benefits that others have experienced. Craving more fruits and vegetables, healthier weight, better recovery from workout, improved sleep, increased energy, healthier hair, nails, and skin, improved regularity, and increased mental clarity. One of the most important pieces is the support. Not only will we be shredding alongside you, but we will also add you to our Facebook community where there will be others who are shredding as well, and you'll find our customer guide that is filled with recipes, tracking guides, shopping lists, inspiration, and all kinds of ideas to help you on your journey.
The products are affordable, the guidelines are doable, so I shred once a month, and I recommend that you join us.
I shred once a month too because I'm convinced that it is helping improve my athletic performance. You can do anything for 10 days. Talk to the person who sent you this video and they can help you get started.
Okay, so I'm going to show you some things that Mick has put up, the company has put up, as well as our group here in Waco does to help us get this. It's just a good program that the Healthy Living Revolution, Dr. Meisha Ray and Jake Kelly have put together to jumpstart, get you some new customers, get old customers involved, maybe get some new reps out of, because it's a program that they've all put together for us to use. So I know most of y'all have probably been to this website, but here is the Team Eagles website. Mick did a great job putting together a bunch of the Shred10. The thing I want to highlight on this is this monthly rhythm that he's going over. This is really important in the system guide as well that Jake Kelly and Meisha Ray and that whole group put together. But I'm going to kind of go through what we do as well following this beginning of the month, mid-month, and late month, all those different things that you can do. Also, I'm going to highlight some of these things as we go along, but the customer's expectations and all of the resources that the company has given us to do all of these. So I know for our group here in Waco, we put a calendar together every month. So just a few things, like we do the Shred Facebook prep. We're doing this on Facebook. It tends to be a little easier for us as we're doing this for the first time. This month, we're going to see how it goes. This is where we're going to explain to brand new shredders what exactly they're signing up for starting that following Monday. So we have a lot of out-of-town people, so it's harder for us to do one in town, but we are going to do one online, kind of explaining why they're giving up the things they're giving up, seeing by this time we should know their expectations of what they're personally looking for, but that gives us the opportunity to talk to them before. This helps us give them the grocery list so that they can go shopping on Sunday, so then they're ready on Monday. And then we'd start the shred here. And then we're doing one, the other one I want to highlight here is the Taste the Shred. We're doing a Friendsgiving because it's November, Thanksgiving. We're going to do that as our theme for this one, but this is actually prepping you for December shred. This has nothing to do with November shred. So this is going to be where we're giving people a taste of what the shred would be. We're giving them a taste of what our culture is like. This will actually be an in-person event that our whole team can invite people to. And then this gives you about a week, because if you get them here on the 14th, as long as you order everything, I think it's by the 26th, the 27th probably, they'll get it all in time to start the December shred with us. So I'm going to go through more of that, but that's kind of the beginning of the month, mid-month, and then this is what you'd be following up, ordering people for the next shred event. So that's the end of the month rhythm, like what Mick had put on his page. So another resource that they've given us is on the Healthy Living Revolution. I'm sure most of you as well have been to this. This is a site that has been put on by the company. There's lots of good resources on this page, so I'm just going to kind of hit the highlights. And if y'all have questions, please stop me. I can answer anything along the way. But on this one, if you scroll all the way down, it's got some live webinars, which are good for you as a rep, as well as for customers that are interested. The cookbook is a huge hit. This is an electronic download, which I've noticed that is a huge enticing thing to potential customers as well, that are just not sure where to start. This is amazing that the company has put this together, that it's free to give. They can also order it as a hard copy, but it's nice that it's free and they can get it right away. On here, on the bottom, oh, was someone starting to talk? No, okay. On the bottom here is the resources. We ended up buying them. They come in a pack. At your conference, you could buy The presentation book, the system guide, and the shred guide, which I'll show you a little bit later, they came as a pack. I think it was like $23. So if you're doing this and you're wanting to push this as a rep, I definitely recommend buying that bundle. There's a lot of really good information in each of these. They do have them all electronic if you want to print them out or just look at them electronic, but in my personal opinion, it's easier if I'm trying to show somebody how to do it to have it printed out as a hard copy. On the resources, there's a couple of them. Let's see. This cookbook is what I was talking about earlier. I'm going to show you. I'm going to actually show y'all. Okay, so on the system guide, this is a good one that we're using. This is, I would say, your Bible of the Shred10. You should follow it, you should read it, you should research it, and learn everything in here. There's a lot of stuff like what he was talking about. It does go through, I think one of the biggest parts that people were, I guess, open to at conference was just because someone is not going to do the entire shred package, which would be 2 shakes a day and the trio, that does not mean they can't join the shred. If someone wants to do this basic package, which is just 1 shake a day, invite them in, get them ordered, put them on the Facebook group, and treat them just like this person. So that would going to be, I know most of my shred customers ignored almost all of the rules, bought 1 shake a day, and now they're avid shredders or they're reps that are on my team. And so stick with them, just take it, love them where they are. But this is actually in the book. This is a good visual so you can talk to people that this is what you recommend. This is what you should be doing as a rep if you're helping other people, but it does allow you the other packages if someone's financially not able to or just wants to try it out, they're not sure. One of the other pages that I really liked in the back, it does go over, I know Mick's pretty good in one of our talks I think is going to be on this, but the excellent customer care. It's a lot easier to keep a customer, especially in a program like this. This is hard for people that are jump starting, so make sure you have really good customer care with these people because they're already doing a lot of changes with you for the 10 days, and they're really trusting you to get them through this program. There's sample text messages for all of you. There's 2 pages of them that tell you what to say on what days. I mean, this is, I don't want to say it, but it's dummy proof. You cannot mess this up, okay? So get this system guide. Then the parts that I like, I know Mick has this. This is what I was highlighting on his. It's the customer profile. This is something that before they start the shred, I will have filled out on each person because I want to know what are they looking for, what do they not know, everything that they're expecting of the shred. I want to know so I can make sure that that's what they're getting out of the shred. Plus, then it makes it a lot easier for you when you're following up during the events. It makes it easier. You can ask them, if you know that caffeine's a problem, well, then talk to them about the caffeine or send them some of those videos. But if caffeine's not a problem, you don't want to be talking to them about caffeine. So it lets you be a little bit more personal with your customers. The next part is the shred guide. This one's another one that came in that bundle that I was talking about earlier. This one has all of the rules, which most of y'all probably know. It did go over that in the video, but it's a much prettier graphic here. So you can send that and show that to people. It does go through a bunch of the stuff on Juice Plus. It goes through it has some recipe guides. This one is handy. A lot of people like this. It's a grocery guide for people. Because if you get someone that eats out every single meal, doesn't ever cook, they have no idea what to do, this is a huge help for them. Because if you tell them don't eat any processed foods, they have no idea what they can eat. So this is a huge help for them. And telling them just shop on the outside of the grocery store does not help them because they don't know what to do with that stuff. So this has a lot of good ideas of food, good ideas of shakes. You can send them some. There'll be people posting them on the Facebook group. Like I said, it's got a bunch of really good smoothie ideas. It makes it pretty easy for the customer. I know that there are certain groups that are encouraging you to buy the shred guide and give it to your customers. Our personal group, we talked about if you're going to buy the premium package, then we'll give you this shred guide. Because then it makes it worthwhile for the rep. You're not having to buy all of those books if you're just getting someone on the basic plan and you won't make as much. But we've decided that if you're going to spend the money to buy the premium package, I will spend, I think it's $8 and give you this, because this makes it a heck of a lot easier on you. And you're the one that's actually doing the whole program. It might also convince people, if they're on that middle plan, to bump up if they get a cool book. I don't know, maybe. The other part that this one has is it does go through, I know that we have video segments of all these, but there is at least one page with a doctor and, research as well, explaining why we're eliminating the things we're eliminating. It goes through, a lot of people will ask you, why do I need to do that? And even as a nutrition major, some of these I'm like, I don't actually know why we're eliminating that one. So this makes it really easy. They have this in video format as well, but this is a good in words, and all of them have doctor advice on them as well, so they can feel that they're trusting a program that's actually got some good research with it. But my personal favorite of this whole package is the checklist. The checklist and the tracker. This would be the things that I heavily promote. These are all electronically downloaded, so if someone is not going to buy the guide or you're not going to give it to them, I would at least give them these pages or send them these pages. The checklist does go over all of the things that they're doing, and it has it split by 10 days. So they can actually go through like a kid and check it off, and then they know. A lot of people will tell you every night, take a picture of this and upload it on your Facebook group. That will hold you accountable, and everyone will know what you did or didn't do. So I know that a lot of people are encouraging that. Plus, it gets all of your customers actually involved and active on your Facebook group. A lot of people aren't as confident, that they don't want to post on a different group if they don't actually know the people on it. So just telling them, hey, post a picture of your smoothie, post a picture of your checklist, that'll get them involved and actually active on your groups. The part on the tracker that I liked the most was it goes over not just weight. There's all these things that will change. So I love that. I had a lot of people tell me that they don't want to do the shred because they don't want to lose weight, or I don't look like I've lost weight, so they don't think it works. So it's amazing that the Juice Plus company has put this into paper that, do your measurements. Your measurements will change. I promise. Mine change every time, and I don't lose a pound. And then the people that do lose some weight, their measurements change considerably more. So I tell people when they're starting this, if you're not comfortable sending me your numbers, that's fine, but write it down. Take pictures, even if you're not going to share them with anybody but yourself. That is so important, because what your physical body is going to change is so much more important than the number on that scale. On the bottom, it does go over the quality of sleep, your energy levels, your mood, your overall well-being, and other positive benefits that you'll notice. So this is where you're going to want to be following up on all those text messages. What are they checking down here, 1 through 10? The first few days, probably not going to be very high, especially if they're a caffeine addict, so expect those to be low. But it does follow up, and it makes it a lot easier for you to do. And then, of course, they have all the frequently asked questions. But this one is my favorite right here. So you've got your Bible that you have to buy and research and study and live by. And then you've got your shred guide, which is your dummy-proof how-to shred 10. Okay. The last thing was the cookbook and the smoothie ideas. I don't have a hard copy of that. I just have the electronic copy. That's just what I use. It's easier for me, just electronic. So people can do that if they would like to, and that makes it easy. So I know I talk kind of fast, but just to hit the highlights, at the beginning of the month, you're following up with your people that have already signed up. You already have your orders. You're not necessarily recruiting people at the beginning of the month. It's work that should have already been done. Then you get them started on the shred. What's happening? Text them every day. Make sure you tell them that, though. Do not just blow up someone's phone and they didn't know that. So they're not going to appreciate that, I promise. So let them know at that Facebook, whatever you're doing. We did a Facebook party beforehand, but if you're going to do an in-person event, if you're going to do a one-on-one with someone before they start, ask them, can I check in with you every day? Can I check in with you 4 times a day? Can I check in with you? Whatever you're going to do. Make sure you get that permission from them on how much you're going to check in. Then in the middle of the month, that's when you're finishing up your shred, which you should be doing with them. And that's when you're getting next month's shred. Don't wait, because it's going to take at least a week to get these products to these people. So that's where we're doing the Taste of the Shred or some kind of in-person event. You can do a Facebook event if you like those booths, whichever events you like, but that's where you're creating that mid-month is going to be next month's results for you. And then the end of the month is just getting everybody ready and getting everything ordered and following up with all your excited people. So, questions?
Brianna, that was absolutely fantastic, girl.
Okay, good.
I had high expectations, but you far exceeded my expectations. That was
Okay,
superb.
because I'm hot here. It's getting a
So
little.
I'm gonna allow 2 or 3 questions.
Okay.
But first, talk about Facebook groups. So
Okay.
we have the Facebook group that I put together every month for our entire team.
Yes.
But individual reps on our team prefer a much smaller, more intimate group, and that's fine. Talk about that, would you?
Yeah, so when we first started the Shred, I did a Facebook group, and honestly, unless you just really like Facebook, let Mick do the work. He's already posting great stuff. He's got so much more involvement. It's way too much work on you. What I have found for the intimate things, start a group chat. Like if I have 4 or 5 girls that want to lose weight and 4 guys that don't care about weight, I'm going to start 2 completely different group chats. I'm going to ask for their permission, and that's the intimate, where they're going to get that one-on-one, and then they can become friends with the other people. But I still encourage, post on Mick's Facebook group. I will call you out if you're not posting on that group. Post pictures of what you're eating. But I would say use your big Facebook group, and if you want to be intimate, start a group text or Facebook message or email or whatever they have.
So the group chat could be Facebook, it could be Voxer, it could be...
Yeah, anything they have. Like we had one girl who does not have a smartphone, which is totally fine, but not common in today's world. She's in her 20s and just doesn't want one. And so we had to set up an email thread with everyone because that was the only thing that we could get her included on. So we just made sure all the other girls were good with that, and that's what they did for that particular group or Shred.
Fascinating. Okay, I'm going to unmute everybody and let anybody who wants to ask Brianna a question, because she does have the answer.
Hi, I have a question, Brianna. It's Laura. I was wondering where do you get the tracker and the checklist? Where do you get it? How can you download it electronically?
That one, I'm glad you asked, because I'll show you something really cool that I forgot. On the Healthy Living Revolution, if you scroll down, there's this little wheel right here that I'm pointing to.
Okay.
Click on it. Mine's probably going to load automatic. Oh, good. The password is just Revolution. Really simple, all lowercase. Can't forget it, Healthy Living Revolution. That is where, as a rep, you have access to all of these downloadable files.
Wonderful.
Yes. So then you'll have the order forms, everything. And then this is where that daily checklist and the 4-month tracker, and they even give you lots of video links. So this is where a bunch of those that I was talking about earlier are.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
Where do you find where you can purchase the $23 packet that when I went back, they didn't have them anymore at conference. And where can you purchase them?
It's not Promo Plus. It's whatever the company is now, but the bundle are these 3. This is the presentation.
JuicePlusPromotions.com.
Mick got it. But it's these 3. Oops.
JuicePlusPromotions.com. They now have all the various literature materials, including those, and soon they'll have more of their apparel back, their clothing, because they sold out at conference. One more question before we close this out.
Brianna, it's Denise, and how do you present, or how do you show the different packages, and do you start with the premium, and how is that going starting with the premium?
I always start with the biggest package possible and back down if they say no, because I don't want to offer the basic and then that's all they buy when they could have afforded or could have needed this one. So it's the same as with Juice Plus. I will always present the trio, and then if you gawk or they can't afford that, that's when I offer the twin. So same with this. This is a visual that's in the system guide. They have it, the electronic. You could just get this page and laminate it. This does have this. So it has the 3 different. There is also an order form, which then has the prices next to it. So that might be something you'd want to laminate and take with you as well.
Okay, we promised you that this would be 30 minutes. I'm going to hold us to that promise. If you have more questions for Brianna, then by all means, go to our Facebook group, Team Eagle's Facebook group, and comment on the post where we promoted tonight's wonderful event. Brianna, you were spectacular. I'm looking at Nicole, but I want to see Brianna. So where are you, Brianna? I muted everybody, but I guess I didn't unmute Brianna. There you are. Okay, say something, Brianna.
Hello.
No, you're still not coming up. Oh well, never mind. Thank you so much. That was fantastic. Now we understand Shred10 so much better. God bless everybody. Next Monday night, we will have Lisa Kerr taking us back to the very basics, how to share your story and how to build a customer base. Thank you so much. God bless. Have a great Juice Plus week. Bye for now.